Hey, good day to you. This is Rain, founder of Forex 100. So today on the weekly market analysis, let's look at pound dollar. On the daily chart, what we see over here is also a bearish movement like the euro dollar, but the formation is totally different. You can have a look over there. The previous video if you have not, there's pretty much that we have covered on the euro dollar. Have fun watching it. Down to the 4-hour chart, likewise, for bearish movement. Some traders might be reading this as a potential cup and handle movement. I don't trade cup and handle formation, and some traders might read it as a head and shoulder formation. Well, you can. I'm not saying that you can't, but that's somehow not the kind of analysis or setup I'm looking at. To the 1-hour chart, this is a very interesting sideways movement, pushing a bit towards the upside. As you can see, market break and close above this high. And how I analyze is to look at one screen size. So just before we head back to our analysis, you can always scan this QR code. It will bring you to our website over here, our trading schools over here, where you can start to chat with us and share with us what's your view on the 1-hour chart. Is it sideways? Is it uptrend movement and stuff like that? If you scroll down further, you can even start to learn how to trade Forex over here for free. Okay, how great is that, correct? So, and you get to learn how we sell stop loss in terms of buffer. Our secret sauce is all here. Scroll down further, you can even start to see some of our trading ideas, and this is pretty much what we do. And the new way of presenting it, you can see that we do not include the colon 1 anymore, because I find that is very redundant and it look much cooler over here, right? So as you can see, one thing in common, target 2 will have a projected targets of at least a 2-1 ratio. That's most of the time, more than 90% of the time, you can see trades like this. All right, so back to the daily chart over here, and let me share with you my analysis. All right, so my analysis on the daily chart, what you can see is that we do have a bearish, a bullish crab pattern. You can wait for a buying opportunity somewhere around 1.2809. Weekly support zone turned into weekly resistance zone, and this could be also a shorting opportunity. Markets are looking for sell, and that's pretty much why I am not looking for a head and shoulder formation over here. However, if the market break and close above this high, it will be too late for you to hop in a head and shoulder, but for buying opportunity, you can wait for, however, a shark pattern for a shorting opportunity. I find that it's much nicer in terms of structure and candlestick formation. I'm looking for a shorting opportunity based off the 4-hour chart 1.3390 level or area. To the 1-hour chart, okay, this I might have to rant a bit, so bear with me. 1-hour chart, we do have this shark pattern that I've been waiting for quite some time. In fact, give and take a week or close to a week, something like that. So this was my shorting opportunity, and this is my target profit level, 84 pips. Just nice, it reached the final target profits and bounce off and have a retracement. So why didn't I engage the trade? Because we do see this news after Japan say that they're going to increase interest rates and stuff like that. Bank of England say they are going to do so as well. And when I read the news, is 6+ p.m. Singapore time. So at 8 p.m. Singapore time, that is when the Bank of England will have interest rates released. And since I do not have enough time when the market has really formed out, I do not have enough time to engage it. At about 7:15, it's still at the entry price level. All right, so I have decided to let it go and to inform the community that I'm in that, hey, there is this news coming up. You might want to stay out of the trade. It's pretty much a perfect selling opportunity for me, but I just have to let it go myself because they say it's going to increase interest rates. Now, of course, we all know by fundamental increased interest rate means the currency will appreciate. That's what we can expect. But what we see over here when the news happened, it came down. Why is that so? It's not because a lot of people... okay, so forget me saying that because that's very debatable. So what happened is, without even reading the news, I have not read the news on that, and it's point, but I'm pretty certain that you will see these words somewhere in the article that saying that the market has already priced in. That's why you know traders are not saying that they increased to 1. Of course, they already forecasted 0.75, increased by 0.25% bank interest rate. Unless it hit 1.25, then you see the market can go up a lot. And these kind of things are very subjective, correct? And it really boils down and bring us to the knowledge and to your awareness that increased interest rates, even prior to that, and if you are not in the trade, I have already took advantage of it. And even if you did, let's say you bought it over here at this price, market came down that fast, you might be so afraid and you exit the trade, or you might even exit the trade and turn it to short, and later on market bounce up, and at this price you decide to short it again, or you do some other trades, and you get really jammed yourself into this entire scenario that there's no need for you to even go through it. And imagine you have a winning months, and even the entire quarter you are doing well, and because of this trade it really affects your psychology that much. So that's why it's really important to let this go. And I've been even sharing with some of my students, hey, that's why don't rely on news, correct? They can just say anything, and those are just because it's news report. It has to make sense to the reader, correct? So missing that, if you ask me, is it a pain? Yes. If time go back, will I short it? If of course I know the result, I will short it. Let's be honest about it. But because I follow through my trading plan, and I did not regret it that I did not follow the trade plan. And of course right now there's another opportunity known as a Deep Gartley formation, complete at X. This is my favorite. A lot of harmonic pattern traders don't trade this, but I do. I've tested it and I find that it works great for me. So the only thing is I have to make sure that the candle formation showing me a bearish confirmation before I can engage this trade. 1.3206 level, so maybe I'll engage around 1.3198. all right, so it can still be a trade, so don't beat yourself up. What's more important is once you have planned out a trade, you have to know what are the factors can affect it. And when you know those factors are going to present yourself, then it's really a simple question: are you going to put yourself in that kind of situation? Do you have a trade plan to go forward with that? All right, so that's pretty much I have for you. Okay, so if you're like me, you miss these 84 pips, don't feel bad about it if you follow your plan. But however, if you make a decision just because of hearsay, just because someone said it, then it's something that we really have to think about. All right, because at the end of the day, you have to make the final call. All right, so that's all I have for you. Remember, the next 2 weeks you will not expect to have a video analysis because I'm on a trip, and when you're on a trip you have to enjoy the trip, correct? So what's the point of bringing laptops to beaches and stuff like that and do work over there? I don't quite get it, so that's just not me. I see what I can do, but at max you get a written analysis, and the graph will not look good because if I'm using my phone, somehow TradingView is pretty much affected by the screen size. That's why I'm looking to change to Z4 at the end of the year, assuming it's still called Z4, the Z4 series. So let's see how it goes. That's all I have for you. If you're looking to be in a community of thinking traders, drop me a note. We'll see if you're a good fit, and we'll talk later. Take care.